Good evening, everyone. This is Samantha Jane. Come and join me if you are able to. Guys, so this is Samantha Jane. It is the 1st of November. Can you believe it is already the 1st of November? And if you are watching this live across my platforms, be aware that I am on StreamYard. So you will need to give them permission if you haven't before to share your name with me. It's at the top of the live chat, I believe. So let me know. But how are you all doing? Drop me a comment. Have you had a good Halloween celebration? New Year's Eve for many of my friends. Good evening, beautiful Anna. Good evening, beautiful Lorraine. Hi, Steph. Are you feeling okay? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kaz. Hi, Laura. I have my old lady glasses on tonight. Hi, Tina. Hi, Chris. How are you all doing? Hi, Donna. Have you had a good weekend celebrating Halloween? This is what I want to know. I need to know these things. Drop me a comment and let me know. Hi, David. Hi, Joe. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Hannah. Great to see so many of you jumping live. Tag, tag, tag. Hi, Shane. Hi, Natasha. I think I pronounced that right. Apologies if I haven't. Shane, Charlie. Hi, Fiona. Ooh, no electric since 9. Hi, Steph. Lovely weekend. I did, actually. I have had a good weekend. I'm actually really impressed with myself. I managed to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. I haven't done that since before lockdown, so I tell you. Your kids loved Halloween. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right then, shall we do this? Shall we see how the energies are going to be at play this week? Let me share my info. Well, as I've already said, it is the 1st of November as I bring this to you. And therefore, hi, Sarah, we are also in the energies of a whole new month. All right. And Lucy, this is my general insight for everybody watching, not just you, Lucy. So just be aware of that. I do other events in the week where I do pull cards. But right now, what is really important today is that we get this message out that this is for anybody watching to help you shift energies, move forwards, and know what is coming in this week and where those influences may be at play in your life, let's call it that. And this is one that I really do think you need to hear. So that is why I'm saying tag, tag, tag and share, because this 1st of November, we have got powerful energies coming in. It is, it is one of those, we've got all of this energy, this like Mars and Mercury energy in Scorpio coming in. We've also got a lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 19th of November. So although this week I'm obviously discussing this week, know that there are a lot of energies that are going to be with us through the whole of November. All right, so just be aware of that. Hi, Brian, I've not seen you for ages. Great to have you back. But there can be, this big release, this big healing going on, and it is all about building up to this energy that comes in, this solar eclipse on December the 3rd. And you're going to hear me talk about that all through November, simply because every single thing that you are walking through is shifting or aligning you ready for some really fast moving key events in your life, some powerful moments that are going to kick in around the 3rd of December in those energies. So just keep in your mind that the world is not against you, if that is how you are feeling. What is going on is that you are going through this alignment, ready to be open and abundant enough and have the space, have the creativity in your mind to accept and embrace and enjoy the opportunities and these key events that will be coming in, say, around the 3rd of December. So just be aware of that. Now, November You know, it's about, as I say, there are huge healings possible, lots of transformation moments when we'll certainly realize that when we look back on the month of November. It is one of those, but it is all about releasing those darker traits, and those include jealousy and manipulation, whether that is you being jealous, whether it's you manipulating people for attention, for love, or to get whatever you want, or whether it is you on the receiving end of that. So just be aware of that. And we may at its worst see some real aggressive stuff and some nasty stuff going on. I should think we'll see a lot of trolling of celebs and things like that because of that jealousy and envy energy playing out. So just be aware of that. But it is a time where I would actually say to you, watch what you are putting on social media. You don't need to share everything publicly. Be very, very careful with what you put out there. Now, today has been one of those days. I know some people have been highly energized. Some people, like myself, the energy has been really going into digging deep and searching deep and realigning for work. Hi, Ravia. But it is very much about being very careful right now with financial matters, not being too impulsive and not taking too big a risk, whether that's your personal finances or even in business. You also this week need to be very careful where you leave your purse, your wallet, and all of that as well. Just be very careful with that, where you leave your stuff. Some people could be losing money this week through carelessness, let's call it that, through careless moments. So just be very, very careful when you're entering to transfer or pay someone. Double check the amount you have put in. Double check the amount on the screen at the shopping center for you're paying for your shopping. Just be aware of all of that. Hi, Jill. However, on a positive, this is a great week for signing up and or starting to learn something new, and especially if that is health or fitness based. So be aware of that. Some of you may find yourself studying, learning, researching, scrolling the internet, in this wanting information, wanting know-how, wanting to achieve or do things. So this is good because actually, although there is this hardness of this shift of what we call our darker traits, we also have this huge energy of optimism for the whole of the month. And that is my mission is to wire you into that and not wire you into the negativity. So today will be a good day for getting organized. I know I have. I've had my team in, we've been doing stuff, but it is about getting organized and it is about moving forward and at least planning to move forwards. So it could be clearing out your kitchen cupboards, organising your office, checking out the recycling, anything like that. But today the energies really have wanted you to start to get organised so that you are ready to attract and receive the abundance that the universe is trying to send to you. So be aware of that today. We are in a good week for legal matters as well, if that is you. But it is all about experiencing changes, and some people will experience changes this week in their family dynamic as well. So just be aware of that. How you think or how you feel about your family could be shifting and changing this week. And we do need to watch as well for power struggles at home. So that, and that could be you and a loved one. It could be the overbearing mother-in-law. It could be the ex that won't let go, that's interfering with your family group. It could be issues with children. It could be issues with sibling or even your parents. But just be aware there is a potential for some power struggles at the beginning of this week. But as we move forward through the week, as I say, you're going to feel more and more drawn to new ways of dealing with things, new ideas, researching stuff, all of that. And so how you interact with other people is going to change because you're going to want to let go of what isn't getting you the good result that you want. So we may see some shifts and changes in personalities around us, or simply in the way that people handle conflict or differences of opinions, challenges, criticism, all of that. So be aware of that as well. We have, of course, the new moon energy. Now, if you're in my tribe, scroll through, you will see links somewhere in that tribe. I've done a big blog post on this. I really recommend you read it for the full insight into this energy. But this energy, and I'm already feeling it, is one that is going to get you to dig deep. Hi, Katie. It is one that is going to get you to dig really, really deep. And this is going to really come into play when it comes into your relationships and romantic connections. So this is why this week I've said I'm coming in live later in the week into my tribe to do card pulls for the singletons among us, because it is about recognizing this week that we need a much deeper connection spiritually with those in our lives, and especially in our romantic connections. 2022 is about losing codependency. All right. So if you're in it because you're in some kind of business agreement, as we would call it, then things might not be too good next year. So there's a realization and a recognition this week that what you need is someone who you connect with on a soul level, or that you need to have those conversations. You need to be speaking. Yay! Diane's got me on the telly. I'm on the telly this week in Diane's living room. But it is really about recognizing the importance of having that connection. So if you're involved in something, or you're dating and it feels like it's just a physical thing, physical attraction, be aware of that. This is a week where you're going to recognize there needs to be that meeting of the minds, and there needs to be that meeting of the soul as well. So it is all, in order to get to that, there will be a need for you to dig deep as well in your own emotions, in your own, the way that you express yourself and all this, so that you can form that deep connection with somebody. So just be aware of that. Is this resonating with you? Drop me a comment if you're watching the live and let me know. Woo! If you can feel that need for deeper connections, you know what I mean by that, a real deep understanding, drop me the comment deep if you understand that, if you are feeling that. And it doesn't have to be in your intimate connections. It can be in friendships, it can be with family members, work colleagues, etc. But we will feel increasingly drawn this week to be around those, hi Louisa, to be around those where we have this sense of connection. All right, if that is you, drop me the word deep in the chat if you get where I'm coming from with that. Lorraine's had a boost of energy. That's good. That's what we want to hear as well. So don't forget to keep tagging those friends in. Let's beat that algorithm tonight. Right, then I'm going to switch over to the tarot. As always, I have to say readings are for entertainment purpose only. But what I will say to you is this is general, as in for everyone generally watching this. So some of it may resonate with you and some of it may not. So there is a need to pay attention to what does, and just dismiss what doesn't. It's for somebody else. Or alternatively, if you feel drawn to come back and watch it again on replay, please do, because sometimes our lives can move forward extremely fast, especially the rest of this year. Hi, Charmian. And know that, there is some good stuff here that maybe you don't know today, but you're going to need to have heard when you get to, let's say, Thursday. And especially with that new moon energy coming in on the 4th, remember that there is a need to be very clear with yourself above all others on what you need from your relationships, what you need from your connections. And we really are talking spiritually, and that meeting of minds and that emotional connection. All right, so keep that in mind. So this week, there will be things going on where the timing now is right for exchanges to take place. All right, there certainly is, Sabrina. We're in a massive relationship season. So timing is everything. And this week, many of you will see that the timing is right now to do things, to act on things. Now, for some of you, that is actually going to be walking away from the things and the people that disappoint you, the situations that you feel let down in, and just this letting go. Now, walking away could mean, because we're in this healing energy, it could be a literal, like, stop going there in your thinking. If you're someone who obsesses over the past, old relationships, sharing your Facebook memories about past connections, past relationships, no one is listening. All you're doing is digging yourself a deep hole and that hole has victim energy at the bottom of it. And there is a need to step out of that and move forwards positively. And the way we do that is to let go of that need to keep self-sabotaging, keep self-punishing. And these are all the dark, what we call dark traits that are going to come up. And it starts this week for you to be healing and shifting in your connections, because the most important relationship is always going to be the one that you have with yourself. So if you keep taking yourself backwards as a way of resisting moving forwards, then this week you could find yourself having some work to do. All right, because as I say, this new moon and all the energies in November are about shifting these darker traits of our own behavior, as well as people around us as well, and becoming aware of that. So some of you may need to protect yourself a little bit as you make some decisions and make some announcements about which way forward you actually want to go in your life. Because as always, somebody isn't going to like it. That's how it goes. But I am being shown that you are making the right choices. If you are trusting your intuition, listening to your guides, angels, etc., paying attention to how the universe is talking to you through those signs, those symbols, whether it's numbers, constant double numbers, just to show you that you're on track, you got the right decisions, you are supported. That's when I see double numbers bloody everywhere. Constant double numbers. I don't look up the numbers because I know it's just a general saying, yep, that's it, you're on track, yep, crack on, you're on track. That's what I get. So pay attention to those symbols, the words on the billboards, car number plates, on the radio, however they choose to communicate with you this week. But know that you need to be very self-protecting as you make these choices and decisions and start to step forwards, because it's time for some of you, or a lot of you, to get out of this limbo state that you've been holding yourself in. And again, that has actually been the victim energy. So that has to shift, all right? Whether you've been a victim of circumstance, misunderstandings, your own beliefs, or whatever limiting beliefs I mean by that. But no, it's about stepping forwards and starting now to build a world that centers solely around you. Doesn't mean there won't be other people in it, but what it means is that you're making a choice to create a world where you matter. And that is absolutely key this week. All right. So some of you may have to stand your ground with other people about your choices and changes that you're bringing in. And some of you may even need to do some inner work so you stop seeing everything as challenging and hard work and start that shift, start moving forward. So be aware of that. When it comes to work aspect, and if you're not working, then what we're talking about is what fills your daily life, all right, your day-to-day stuff. Watch for conversations. There's opportunities for lots of conversations in order to connect with those people that have that like-minded energy. Do you remember? I said to you that we now are going to want to be in relationships, especially intimate ones, but it can be friendships and work colleagues, etc., where there is a meeting of mind and soul. So you have to be open to conversations to get to the bottom of who is floating your boat and who is not, who belongs and who does not. So be aware of conversations at work. Now, some of you may also be in a position where your work is draining you and there is a need to recover. Or it could be that some of you are in recovery from recent illness or whatever, and there is a need to have conversations about the fact that you need to have less input, need to put less energy into the business or into work, and that is okay. You are still committed. But know that by the end of this week, you're going to need to step up and own the work, the role that you are in, because life is looking for you to make a commitment to the work that you came here to do. Now, when it comes to relationships, again, all of that commitment energy is there. Who is this resonating with? Drop me an emoji if this is resonating. If there is there is this huge commitment energy bouncing around right now. So we will again be looking at our relationship sector and working out again who belongs, who does not, all right, and what we want to commit to, who we want to commit to, and vice versa, and all of that. So there are opportunities here for new beginnings. I also have fertility cards here, but what we most importantly have is about beginnings. There needs to be that commitment once and for all. Are you in or are you out? Because you need to commit somewhere in your world, which involves other people, to a new beginning. Does that make sense? Let me know. So again, spiritually, it is always this week and for a lot of November about releasing our own negativity. All right. This week, you can't be blaming stuff on other people. It's your own shit coming up. It's your own bullshit that's being shown. And you need to get rid of the bullshit, the story, the play out that you have in your head that holds you in a less than space. Tolerating, behaving in a self-sabotage way, self-destruction. All of these things that we do that we think we're justified for doing spiritually this week. And as I say, most of November, it is about letting go of what we call the darker traits. And the reason being, so you can have a brighter and lighter vision for your future. All right. So know that if you already are seeing and visioning in a new future, and it could be in business, it could be in career paths, it could be in personal relationships, you've got to let go of some negative traits before you step forward, because this week is aligning you for abundance and long-term abundance. But you need to let go of the negativity, predominantly your own. I hate to tell you, lovelies, but I say it as it is. Predominant your own negativity that is getting in the way of you being open to this abundance that you have been trying to manifest for so long. And this week, we get to see why it hasn't been delivered. So watch your own reactions, watch your own responses, and start moving yourself forwards before you start moving forwards in situations around you with other people. Is that resonating? Give me a thumbs up if that has absolutely hit home. Let me know. It's quite a powerful week, I have to tell you. It is quite a powerful week, but it's about making everything well in your world so you can tap into the destined events that are going to go on in December. If you do not do this work, you are going to miss the boat on things that are destined for you in December. All right, let me say that again. If you do not do the deep inner work of letting go of your bullshit stories that you play out and tell yourself, you are going to miss out on the opportunities that are destined for you in December. Now, Diane, you make me laugh tonight. So you may be thinking, well, if it's destined, how can I miss out on it? Because when we're working with law of attraction, when we're working from a planetary and an energetic point of view, Lucy, bless your heart. Then when we're working on that level, we're working on what we call a high vibration. That's the 4D, 5D energy in order to create. That sits in the vibration of love. So you have to be loving yourself, loving your choices, loving your decisions, loving what you do, loving who is in your world. Very lovey, but it's true. Because fear doesn't even exist. Fear is a man-made thing that you've allowed your mind to create to hold you in a holding base where you are completely controllable. All right, does that make sense? Let me know. So therefore, if the things that are destined for you are sent to you with loving kindness and not with fear, how can you get there if you're down in the basement, still in the dark, trying to find a way out or not trying to find a way out? Does that make sense? So we have to open up to positivity to get positive results, outcomes, and manifestations in our lives. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Did you need to hear that tonight? So if you are negative, if you're being, what do I call it in my coaching? If you're being a negative Nigel, you're going to really be put through the mill at the moment. Now, I'm not saying that we aren't, if you're positive, you're not going to have moments, because of course you're going to have moments, because we're here to clear, we're here to ascend. So we have to let go of negativity every time we want to level up, every time we want to stretch, every time we want to grow. We got to step up and step up. All right. So know that all of us, me included, we have work to do every single day. We have work to do. Oh, bless you, Diane. So, that is why I say we need to get things well in your world in November. And that's your inner world in November, and then it will reflect in the outer. In November, ready for you to take the abundance that's due in December, rather than you miss out on these massive events. Even though they may seem small at the time, they will be key events in the direction that your life is going to take for the next 2 years. That is why I'm going to bang on at you about this. So know that. All right. So it is time to stop lying about, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling tired, feeling drained, feeling you don't have the energy for shifts and changes, and instead to step up. All right. It really, really is. It is time to start to have a plan for your life. And what I mean by that is a vision for your life. It is time to have conversations with people. It is time to stop listening to other people's challenges and taking it on is what I mean. It's time to stop involving you in everyone else's drama, upset, so that you don't have to sort your own stuff. Right? I've seen it in therapists. I've seen so many therapists over the 20 years I've worked in this industry who shouldn't be therapists because they need to sort themselves out, but they think by fixing others, they've got their shit together. It's bullshit. All right. So just be aware of that. There is this need to step forwards by letting go of negativity that lies within, so we can go without the negativity in our outer life. Does that help you tonight, lovelies? Drop me an emoji. I've got to finish because I've got to go teach. Drop me an emoji and let me know. If you need a personal reading, as always, you only get access to me through my website, my own website. No fake ones, please. So my own website is needapsychic.co.uk. I am jumping back into my Positive Vibe Tribe, which is on Facebook. I think it's Thursday lunchtime. I think there is an announcement. I think it's Thursday lunchtime where I'm going to pull cards. Come and join me in your lunch hour. Know that even though I'm a bit bish this week with this, it comes from a place of love, because I don't want you to miss the boat. And if you are feeling lost, write the word lost in the comments and I will send you a message with the link to get my free Lost coaching. Have a powerful, powerful week. Don't take the events personally, but know you have some stuff to shift. Have a great one. Bye-bye.